Welcome to Nurture Academy. Today we are going to learn about how the weight of the body changes if it is accelerated upwards or downwards, means when several forces are acting on the body. In the previous video we have learnt about how do you write the net force on a body if it is accelerated in one particular direction. So the same fundamental we will use here. Let us suppose one guy is in lift. He is standing on a weighing balance. Okay. So now the weight of this guy will be mg, that will be downwards, and mg is always balanced by reaction component r. Okay. Let's assume case number 1, that the lift is accelerated upwards. Now in the previous video also I told you just have to figure out which side is acceleration. Acceleration is upward, you write here m into a. R is in the side of acceleration. So the net equation will be ma equal to r minus mg. ma equal to r minus mg. That means if I have to find reaction will actually determine how much is the weight of the body. So r will come equal to ma plus mg. What does that mean? That if you are in a lift which is accelerated upwards, then your weight will show more than the actual weight, means the apparent weight would be more than the actual weight. I don't want to sit in that kind of a lift. Anyways, so second case is when the lift is accelerated in the downward direction. In this case, my equation will be ma equal to mg minus r. You can see ma equal to mg minus r. Always see which direction is the acceleration. So ma equal to mg minus r. In this case, when I calculate r, it come out to be mg minus ma. That means that my lift, my weight, apparent weight would be actually showing less than the actual weight if the lift is accelerated downwards. Third case is if the lift is moving with the constant velocity. Constant velocity means there will be zero acceleration. So if it is zero acceleration, I will be having the same weight as usual, like whatever my actual weight is. Now, if somebody cut the cord of the lift, it will start to fall under acceleration due to gravity. That time, a person will feel a condition of weightlessness, like the astronauts feel when they go in space. You will feel that the weight of the body has become equal to zero. We can try to solve one numerical problem based upon the apparent weight. Given is the apparent weight of a person in an elevator is 7/8 time of his actual weight. That means reading the equation itself, I know that the weight of the person is lesser than his actual weight. Okay, I have to figure out how much is the acceleration of the lift, and I have to figure out what is the direction of in which the lift is going. So obviously already I know that whenever the lift is accelerated downwards, that time the weight of the body, apparent weight, is feeling less. So I will use the formula for lift going downwards. ma is equal to mg minus r. Okay, now r value is already given. It is 7/8 of the actual weight. So I fill the value and I try to calculate the acceleration of the body. It will come out to be 1.23 meter per second square. So even if the lift is accelerated little bit, still we feel little less weight than our actual weight. So the knowledge of variable weight and variable force can give me an idea about designing something, so that I will figure out whether it is easy to pull a weight or is it easy to push a weight. So what I will do is I will draw one weight, right? In this case, although if friction is not there and the weight is resting on the ground, but still I will write the reaction component r, because I want to figure out what will be the apparent weight. Okay, so weight mg is balanced by r. Let us say one force is acting. This is pulling force. You must have seen whenever people, they try to pull something, trolley bag or something, that time force will be in this direction. So this component of force is F cos theta, and perpendicular to F cos theta I have F sin theta. Now acceleration as I always say, where is the acceleration? In this case, we will not bother about acceleration. We'll bother about reaction component R, because want to figure out how much is the apparent weight. So R is equal to mg minus F sine theta, because R and F sine theta, they are in the same direction. I could have written the equation as R plus F sine theta equal to mg. Okay, after rearranging also I will know that R is equal to mg minus F sine theta. That means when I pull something, the actual weight is feeling lesser, the weight, apparent weight is feeling lesser than the actual weight. Now let's see another example. In this case I am pushing the body. So when we push a body, obviously we will be behind the body and we will try to push it in this way. So this is the force of push. Smartly, to resolve it in the component of force, I extend it up to here like this. Okay, this is making an angle theta in a parallel direction. So this is F cos theta component and this one is F sin theta component. Now if I write net R, you can see mg and F sin theta are in same direction. So R is equal to mg plus F sin theta. So in this case, my apparent weight, whichever is I am feeling, is much more as compared to the weight which I felt when I was pulling the body. So the thing is that it is easy to pull than push. That is why we are designing the trolley bags in such a way so that we are pulling it, we are not pushing it. Next is, what if one body is on a slant? In this case I am not considering friction. Okay, so let's say one body is here on a slope. That time, now the weight of the body, what you do is, you see slant's height, this always drop parallel to this line, weight of the body, like this. Okay, but the reaction of the person would always be like this, perpendicular to the plane on which the body is, reaction component. I required one component which is exactly in the side of reaction component. So what I did was, this is angle theta, that means this is mg cos theta component, which is exactly opposite to the reaction, and this side I am having mg sin theta, and the body is also slipping in the same direction, so ma. That means ma is balanced by mg sin theta and weight component R is balanced by mg cos theta. By solving this equation, I can come to know that acceleration of a body on a slant is equal to g sin theta. But remember, in this case, friction is not considered. Thank you so much for now. If you like this video, please press like button and share and subscribe our channel so that we can come up with many more elaborative videos like this. Thank you. Have a nice day.